Good morning, children. So, today we are going to learn about the fundamental geometrical concepts. These geometrical concepts is used by the ancient days people also. So, in the ancient days, this geometry is used for to measure the earth. So that's why this geometry word came from two Greek words, that is geo and metron. Metron. So geo means earth. Metron means measurement. So previous days, in ancient days, this geometry is used for to measure the earth. But nowadays, it is used for all fields. There is one field is not there for not using this geometry. So for construction of the building and measurement, taking the table measurement, classroom measurement, windows, doors measurements, everywhere, and shapes, everywhere these geometrical concepts are using. Without geometry there is not construction industry is not possible. Architecture, there also this geometry is using. So these concepts are starting with the concept of point. Yes, first we are discuss about this point. What is this point? It is a one mark. So this is a one position. It is taking some position of mark. This is called point. Yes, these fundamental concepts are fundamental geometrical concepts are starting with the point. And next after this, line. So what is this line? So this is going right side, there is no ending, left side also no ending, it's continuously it is going. So we can't measure the length of the line, just we can represent the line. And next, what is this? So we can't measure the line because it is extended endlessly right side and left side. So we can just to represent the line, but there is not possible to draw a line on a single paper. So to represent, to measurement of any shapes in the geometry, we are taking the line segment. Line segment is, we are drawing with the 2 points. From this line we are taking and we are joining these 2 points. It is denoted by A, B, bar. So this is called line segment. And this line we are representing, if any line, so we are representing like this. We are representing line with the AB, capital ABs, or capital PQs, or X and Y's. So this type of alphabets we are using to represent a line. A ray. A ray is a line segment extending the one side endlessly in one side with one initial point. With one initial point, it is extending endlessly. So this is called a ray. A ray can be denoted by AB like this, a ray. And a ray does not measure. Why? Because this is extending the endlessly on the right side. In the line segment, we can measure the line segment indefinitely, but in the line also we can't measure the line length. So in same thing, in ray also we can't measure definite length. Yes, next is the opposite rays. Opposite rays, we know the what is a ray. It is one initial point extending indefinitely. It is a ray. Opposite rays means one more ray is extending, so in opposite direction. So this is called the opposite rays. A and ray B. We are denoting with one initial point. We are denoting OA, one ray, and OB is one ray. So this is a opposite ray means with one initial point, two rays extending indefinitely in opposite directions. One ray is going right side, one ray is going the left side. So this is called the opposite rays. We can classify the line segment, line and ray. See, line segment. Line segment means what we learned. So a line segment has a two end points. Yes, we are representing like this now. Two end points are there. This is called line segment. A line segment has, and here line. Line segment we can represent with the two end points. In the line, a line has no end points. Yes, we are representing like this. In the right side and left side is extendingly indefinitely. A ray has one end point. We are representing like this. Yes, one initial point to extending right side. And a line segment has a definite length. Definite length is we can measure with this length with the help of the scale. Here a line does not have a definite length. Here see why? Because this is right side is extending indefinitely. How much it is going we can't measure with the help of the scale. Yes, definite length. Same thing also here ray. A ray does not have a definite length. Why? Because only one initial point is there, one end point. But right side how much it is going, how much length it is extending, we don't know. So that's why a ray does not have a definite length. Same thing, a line segment of a given length can be drawn on a paper. Yes, we can draw on a paper easily. But in the line, a line cannot be drawn on a paper. Why? Because see, if you take this paper, this line is extending indefinitely. So in the on the blackboard also we can't write line. Just we can represent a line. Yes, this line is going like this. Just we are taking representation of the line. But we can't measure, we can't draw how much line is length of the line. So that's why this point. And a ray also, a ray cannot be drawn on a paper. Ray, but this right side is going endlessly. So we are just representing the ray. That's it. We can't measure the, we can't represent, we can't write on a paper, single paper, a ray also. Next is the surface. This surface, we are this word we are using in the geometrical concept so many times. So what is that surface? So a solid has a surface which may be curved or flat. Which may be curved. Curve means curve and flat. For example, here I am taking one ball. Yes, one ball. This whole thing is the called surface. This surface is in the curve. It is not straight. So that is why this ball has a surface is curved. And I am taking one book. This book has a surface with a flat surface it is having. So that is called surface. Yes. Next is the plane. This word also we are using so many times in the geometry. So a plane is a flat surface which extends indefinitely in all the directions. So a plane, see, example is the one, this blackboard or whiteboard. So this is the extending the indefinitely in all the directions. So this is called the a plane. Plane. And one more example is the ball. A plain ball also we can take as an example of plane. And table surface. One plain table surface also we can take as a plane. Intersecting lines. Which lines? Two lines are meeting at one point. Any point we can take P, Q or any name we can give. Two lines are meeting at one point. That is called, these two lines are called intersecting lines. We can show this like this with our hands. Here these two hands are intersecting in one point. So these two arms, these two hands are called intersecting lines. Next, parallel. Parallel lines. Parallel lines means two lines are extending, but in any they are, this common length distance between these two lines are constant. Constant is a L, M, M, whatever it you take till the end. They, anyway, these two lines are not connecting anywhere. So example of this, railway tracks and edges of the blackboard. Scale, if you take the two edges of the one scale, so these two edges are extending indefinitely ending, but there is no common meeting point anyway. So in this distance between these two edges is constant till the end. These lines are called parallel lines. Example, railway tracks, edges of the blackboard, edges of the scale. Next is the concurrent lines. Three or more lines in a plane are said to be concurrent. Three or more lines. For example, three or more lines in a plane are said to be concurrent when they concurrent if all of them passes through the same point or common point. They previously we learned the intersecting points. Two lines are intersecting in one point, connecting in one point. Here three or more than two, three or more lines are passes through same point. Here same point. These lines are called concurrent lines. Two lines are passing through the one point is called intersecting lines. More than two, three or more the lines are intersecting in one point is called concurrent lines. Yes, next concept is the collinear points. Collinear points is three or more points are passing through the one line, one or straight line. L, M, N. These 3 points, three or more points are passing through on one line is called collinear points. If the points are like this, in a plane also, these are, if they are they are not in the straight line, so these points not called as a collinear points. They should pass us through the one line, straight line. So these points are called collinear points.